was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. They go play action with Hurts. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia. And the Broncos are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Boy, an aggressive play call to start this game. It backfired, but aggressive, no question about that.
Is that one of those statement calls? Trying to let you know that they're going to be aggressive right out of the gate. But that one hung up just a little bit too long. He made a nice play on the ball defensively and was able to pick it off.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Now, look, that wasn't a huge game, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 at the 19. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play. They're holding him in their game.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that have to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep him out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force him into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. Chris Nagar now for the extra point. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos.
Makes the score Broncos 7, Bulldogs 0.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes the return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception of the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
That's a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha. That was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 24-yard line.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. He's got his man, T.J. Hawkinson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Play action. Here's Hurts. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big play that time through the air. 38 yards.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
At the 19-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Hurts. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. Here's Hurts to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And the move from Mike McCarthy is going to be to keep the offense on the field here on 4th down. They're going for it. That's to his running back, complete. But he will not get away. He stopped short of the marker. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And the Broncos will take over on downs. Well, I guess they wanted to get that touchdown right back on their first drive, but failed to do so.
And what they have to be careful of is pushing so hard to stay right there, to stay even with their opponent, that they gas themselves out. You know, it's almost like horse racing. Sometimes you don't want to take your horse right to the front and let them do all the work, and then someone catch them at the end and pass them up. But make sure you moderate what you're doing along the way, and then go for the big finish.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a big play there for the Broncos. As a defense, what a nuisance when you look on the other side and they've got a tight end that can run a post route like that.
And you felt the ground shake, didn't you? Oh, you've been all the way up here in this booth. How about when he grabbed the football? You could see the terror as everyone was thinking, do I even want to try and tackle that big man?
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
At the 44-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And got his man complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It's a big play there for the Broncos.
First down, Denver.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skills showing the power, but just not much room to operate. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4. And to give this time to the tailback. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
Now they try the right side here. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Broncos will extend their lead. Extra point by Nagar is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. Hurts. His throw incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing is Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. He takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
On 1st down, Hurts. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
You're not ready. Right, fellas, right. Let's go. Hey, Mike's 15. Mike's 15. Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Motion. Pull.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Hurts. That'll be caught. It's Rager. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 28.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Mike's by 4. Mike's by 4. Mike's by 4. Hey, watch the ball. Watch the ball.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one. On
2nd and 10, Hurts. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up third down.
10 yards to go.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. This is Smith with a grab. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
15. I don't think you got it, son. 15's the mic.
2nd down and goal. Hurts eluding the pressure right. Touchdown! Jalen Reagor, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bulldogs have got it back to within a score. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
Broncos 14, Bulldogs 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Davion Taylor charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Back to throw here. And this is Simpson with a catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And taken right on the 30. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bulldogs are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. This one complete to Scott Miller. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Back to throw. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then they don't come down with the football.
They'll look to throw again. Incomplete over the middle. That's Simpson. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Scotty Miller in the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos are an extra point away from taking the lead.
We've been together a few years, and you know that I really ride the wave of old momentum, don't I?
Yes, you do.
There is a heck of a difference between being down 6 and possibly being up 1. And right now, they've got that opportunity.
No doubt. That is a big-time score and a big-time swing in momentum. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result. I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing. They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Hurts. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Hands it off out of the gun. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs. Keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
2nd and 2. He'll look to throw. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. It's Miller, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 12-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. On play action, they'll throw. That's going to be caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
Well, so much for holding them to a field goal. The pressure they got home on the previous play didn't hear, and that bought their quarterback some time to find a receiver, and it sets up a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Extra point by Nagar is up and good. And the lead is up to 5.
Broncos 28. Bulldogs 23.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. On second and very short, Hurts. Forced, and a big loss here as he's taken down.
We call that a sack.
The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
Just a 30-yard punt that time, and it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
2nd and 5. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. 65 yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Simpson reels it in over the middle. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He'll find Miller. That's complete. 7 yards the pickup there.
Complete to Scotty Miller. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
3 yards remain for 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. He'll wind up losing 10 there, a full 10 yards, so that one hurts. And it brings up 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown, Broncos. Noah Fant, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. But that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that can win the game for us.
They'll look to throw. And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Ojemudia. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay. Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
They're going to look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jacob Harris, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
42. Bulldogs 23.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
London, first down.
On first down, Hurts. He'll get this right back to Rager. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
14 more yards. That's another London first down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them, because just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them.
Touchdown! A great effort there. With his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year. And the Bulldogs have got it back to a two-score game here in the fourth. Hurts will throw. He'll buy some time right. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Their catch made at the 25-yard line. The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, there are two scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Second and inches at the 35-yard line.
An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is second and less than a yard. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 46. And that's now a half dozen interceptions for him over the last two games. Cassidy, remember, he threw 3 in the last ball game and now 3 more here.
And the way that you present it, partner, I'm not sure what sounds worse, right? Half a dozen over the last 2 games or 3 the last game.
Hurts fumbles it. It's picked up by the Broncos. Look at this. Middle of the field, a breakaway. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
He'll drop to throw. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth. So a big play there. Not only the fumble return for the touchdown, then they get the 2-point try. And, you know, for the defense, though, they were just over there sitting on the field. They had to rush out to try to defend that.
You know, it's funny. They actually practice situations that they call sudden change when the team turns it over. I'll guarantee you no one practices a fumble return for a touchdown like that, and now someone goes for 2. Really good strategy by them putting them in that situation.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play, and he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's second down. 2nd and 11 now. Another try after the first down sack. Hurts. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hawkinson. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big play that time on the catch and run.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now a dump off here complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Hurts to throw. Flushed out right. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down. It Hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use him at this point. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball, as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. And what is going on here? I've got 3rd down. Screen shows 3rd down, but they've got the punt team out there. This is taken at the 18. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way down to the 5. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Broncos, they did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 road games of the year. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for London, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.